Micky Collins after the 4-2 defeat by Lewes. Good night's work there, Micky. You'll be pleased with that.
I thought it was a really good game, Andrew. I really did. I thought both sides had a proper go. It wasn't fake. It was a really good game. Some good football. They scored some good goals. We scored some good ones. And everyone gets something out of it. And that's the thing. We've tested a team that's a league higher and will definitely be at the top of that league. We've held our own. Really good night.
I suppose the downside was the 2 goals you conceded, but seeing Elliott Duncan score his first senior goal and Dean Gunner get you back on terms, the positives to come out of it.
Yeah, that's great for Elliott because he's been brilliant in training. He's come through the 18s and then he gets an opportunity to play for us and he's took it and it's a good finish. Rolled it under the keeper and his movement was good. Up top with Lou today, we tried it. We changed the shape a bit and I think it worked well, really well. And they created chances. Lou had a couple. He'd be disappointed. He could have finished them. Colby's made 2 good saves and then Guns has put a good volley in, from the corner. So but the set pieces, it's disappointing because we conceded 1 against Canterbury similar, and we've conceded 2 tonight. There's no excuses, but Julian does the organisation of that, and he's off with COVID because his wife's got it. So there's no excuses, but that would help. People would have more of an idea of where they are and what they're doing, and it's a bit off the cuff with the last couple of games, but he'll be back Saturday and that'll be organised.
A word about Elliott. You watched the under-18s a lot during last season. I think he finished top scorer in one of the teams. He's not the biggest of boys, but he puts himself about tonight in great style.
He's learning quickly, and that's all you want. He's intelligent and he understands it, and his finishing is absolutely brilliant. In training, like all the boys will say, he's such a good finisher. And what I like about him is he ends up in the right positions. He lacks a bit of physicality at the moment, but that will come. He's playing against defenders tonight that are, they're up there, they're decent, and he coped with it. Yeah, he's gonna get bumped around a bit, but for his first game in senior football, starting, I thought he was excellent. I thought he done really well. And it's, Andrew, it's a credit to the club because this is what we're doing now. We're actually producing talent that are good enough to come and mix it in the first team. It's a big jump from kids football to step 4. Let alone going to men's football, and they're making that gap. They're shutting the gap down, which is brilliant.
And has he got a chance, in the senior side this season?
He's signed. He's signed. Yeah. Sam Bayford signed, the centre midfielder who's been really good for us. We'll give him a crack, and at the end of the day, it's up to them to come in and be in the squad. If that doesn't work out, then they're under our wing, and then I'll put them somewhere where I think's right, and we'll get them men's football this year, and we'll look after them and keep our eye on them. But no, they're both signed tonight, and they've impressed me in the whole pre-season. So no, they deserve it. They do deserve it, and as I say, it's great to see for the club.
And you're still looking at, several faces from, game in, game out, in the build-up. You were looking at several more tonight?
Yeah, there's a couple in there that have come in and, 1 or 2 have impressed, and we've still got 3 more games to look at it. I'm mindful of the fact that we need to be, really pushing with our starting 11 or 16 that we're going to go with to Cobham. But we've still got 3 more games in the training session. So there's bits to be done, but it's difficult at the moment because like Joe Tennant's back tonight, but he's been away for 2 weeks because of COVID. Steph's back tonight, he's been away for 10 days. It's one of those missions at the moment that you've just got to keep, and Tony's in the same position tonight with his team. So as a manager, you just got to work through it and try and look at the trialists, give them a fair crack, be honest with them. And if you get a gem and they stay, then brilliant. And I think we might have found one tonight. So it's good. Yeah, I'm really pleased. I just said to the boys, I think we're in really good shape. I really do. And I know what's got to come back. Ben, the goalie's got to come in, even though Jim's done excellent for us. There's a couple more. We've got Danny Devine not playing tonight. Jason, new left back, who's replaced Joey Taylor. He's a good player. He's not ready to start yet. So once they come in and we're at full strength, I'm Frankie Sawyer to come as well. So, it's exciting times.
One player who won't be here this season is Tom Ripley, who paid a very generous tribute to him on social media when he announced his retirement last week. As you say, he's become a great friend over the years. We'll miss him here for all sorts of reasons.
Oh, massively. Well, he's just a gentleman, He's played for me for 7 years or whatever it was. He was one of my, after the first year, he was one of my signings that I loved. And he's just heart and sleeve, and he's just what a man. And unfortunately, at the moment, which is not public knowledge, he's not well. And he's had a few issues, and he's not in a good place at the moment, which is it's not nice. But the boys around him, they'll support him and help him for it, and hopefully he'll pull through with a decent recovery. But no, listen, you can't pay high enough tributes for someone like that. And the thing for me is, you're a football manager, you sign players, they play for you. For them to become very, very close friends of yours and their family as well, in that period, that means an awful lot. and that doesn't happen often. And no, listen, we'll sort it out, and I'll make sure that we'll have a benefit game here for him, and I'll get some top people here, and we'll make it a really special night for him and his family, and 100% that will happen.
And he finished on a high with that great goal to win the game at Ashford last season.
Yeah, not that it meant much for him. You can see by the celebrations. But he's me through and through. He's and he always was as a skipper and whatever. And he's just great to have around. He's just an absolute winner. And we miss him. I miss him already. So yeah. But
he was in the wars a fair few times, wasn't he?
Oh, he just put his head on the line, didn't he? Didn't care. And but you know what? He could play football, and that's the one thing. He was a good player, really good player. And you know what? Most weeks he was first name on the team sheet.
I was going to ask you that question. You beat me.
Yeah, most times, unless he was injured. Because he brings that to the table. To be fair, there's two now that they might follow suit. Dean Gunner's the same, and I think Joe Tennant as well. And it's rare that you get them, but they're just following in his footsteps.
We'll miss Tom. Thanks, Micky.
Cheers, Andrew.